Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor, bringing you your morning coffee this morning. The grains right now staying a little bit firm, although corn is about unchanged. You got the beans up 6.5 cents, with the wheat market up 2. So, little different story from what we had seen yesterday. Some of the concerns that we're going to be faced with, though, here today. The trading volume certainly has slowed down. Most traders are reducing positions right now, especially with all of the concerns and everyone watching what's going on in Washington. There are a lot of battles right now with this fiscal cliff situation that we have, this tax situation. So that needs to be watched as well. But a lot of volume has slowed down here from that situation. The grains themselves staying in more of a range right now. You are finding end users supporting this market on pullbacks right now. They're more or less nervous about supplies as we get into the first quarter of next year. So as we get into first quarter 2013, these guys' break-evens, the livestock break-evens right now are running in the red. So they're concerned if we do have this tight stock supply, are we going to see some higher prices or not? But it's concerning for these end users at this time. As far as beans finding a little support. We saw the rally back from the lows that we had yesterday. And they came all the way back yesterday. Now they're up, as I mentioned, about 6.5 cents right now. They are finding a little support right now as South America's concerns. We know they've been getting rain, but the logistics of having a huge crop, are they going to be able to move it? Where are they going to go with it? We know that they have problems shipping. So something to certainly watch there. But also, there's also carryover talk from what happened yesterday in talks that Paraguay may end up putting a 10% export tax then on beans. And that's getting a little press right now and starting to firm up the beans a little bit. But continue watching some of these outside markets with the beans. What's going on in the energies? How is the dollar reacting? We know that the dollar so far, and actually over the last few weeks, have been, well, down, down, and down, making newer lows. The dollar right now is up about 17 cents. So if we can find a little strength for that dollar, maybe we can see, or we could have some downside pressure here in the grains. But as we mentioned, the fiscal cliff, and the situation going on right now in Washington, as long as we see that battle going back and forth yet, this dollar is going to be a little shaky and probably see some sloppy trade over the next few weeks or until we see some kind of resolution. As far as some of the other markets, crude oil up about 20 cents. That's rather quiet. A lot of mornings we come in here and we've got crude oil either $1 higher or $1 lower. Today, we're up about 20 cents, finding a little bit of strength and a little bit of a recovery from yesterday's losses. Stock market right now climbing about 44 points. So we've got a little support there for the stock market. And then the metals. As we mentioned yesterday, the metals were sharply lower. So we've got a little bit of a kickback here. Gold up about $7 right now. Silver's trying to jump about 25 cents at this point. And most of this was due to Australia lowering their interest rates to the lowest levels that they've seen yesterday. So that spooked the metals market, and that sent them down below support areas. And then the charts took over and continued to put pressure on the metals. But finding a little recovery today, can we see some strength? Can we see a close in the gold back above 1,700? And can we get this get a little bit of renewed strength here for silver as well? We'll need to see here today. As far as livestock, fat cattle right now are mixed. We had no cash trade yet this week. We did trade last week, 125. That was concerning for guys. We're expecting to stay maybe steady, maybe even a little lower here this week as far as cash trade. But we typically do see more of a decline here in the cash market over the next several weeks here as we go through December. So keep that in mind. But the expectation here is still maybe a little negative in the cattle at this point. As far as hogs, little different story. We've got December hogs up 22 cents again, 84.67 for that December contract. Very strong cash markets, and that's what's giving a lot of support to this December contract. We're seeing December stay pretty strong, and that may continue that way We had Iowa, Minnesota cash prices up another $1.15 yesterday, putting the weighted average there at 85.65. So very strong. Looks like that we still have the cash markets above futures here at this point. So continue watching that. They may keep some more strength here in that December contract for now. But watch the cash. Cash has been the king and moving the hogs around accordingly. So a lot of information for you guys today. I want to remind you guys of our conference that's coming up here in January, at the end of January. And we've got a great lineup for you guys. So check that out on the web or give us a call. We'll be glad to go through that with you. You can reach us here at 800-262-7538 or check us out online at allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you a little later.